English.
Hmm.
Unless you go to Quebecistan, which is the dark part of Canada, everything is just French there. There's no English.
I've stayed up
Yeah.
in Burlington, Ontario whenever I've been in Canada. Do you know
A big old Burlington.
Burlington, Ontario? That's where I have some
Yeah.
cousins up there.
Yeah, yeah. Big city.
I got lost up there. It was fun. I got so lost in Burlington, Ontario. It's weird being lost in a different country because you're like, well, I'm really fucked.
I got when I was in Asia, I got lost every day.
Oh
dude.
man, I can't imagine what it's like being on the whole other side of the planet. I'd be like, man, I can't even. Oh.
Well, you know what I did? Whenever I found a city map, I would take a photo of it on my camera, and then I could use that as a reference when I needed to. And then like I would go out and get super lost, and then I would just I usually knew enough of the language to get a taxi back to where I was going. And I'd have a photo of where I was going on my camera, so it wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Wouldn't be huge. Japan is surprisingly easy to navigate.
My cousin just moved there.
To Japan.
I'm planning on visiting her.
I don't mind the country, but the people are not the nicest.
That's funny. She said the opposite. She said the people are super nice, like so welcoming, and I was actually surprised to hear that because she's dark as night.
Huh.
Yeah, I got turned away from a lot of places there. I mean, a lot of that too is they think you're an American. Americans don't have the best rep there.
Yeah, no, we kind of Japan and America. We kind of twice actually. We kind of there was these.
Well, yeah, but like
there was these things
bombs
we dropped.
Bombs
it was really
aside, you had a large military presence there for like 20 years.
Forever, fucking.
And yeah, and they really didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
They're like, the war's over, but we're gonna chill here for a little bit. And we like squinty-eyed at them. And they're like, what the fuck? What the hell is your problem, man?
I think in a lot of ways, like, it depends on how you present yourself when you go there and where you are. Because I've had 2 people that I know now outside of my cousin that have moved there, and they have nothing but great things to say about Japan and the people and the culture. They're like, I love it.
I was there for a month. I would say that for let's say in a day, you meet 100 people and like 90 of them are nice. That 10 people that you meet who are like horrible to you, they stand out.
Yeah,
right?
that's what burns into your memories.
Yeah, like I have more memories of the people who are horrible to me than I do of the nice people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're all like that. I'm just saying that's what stands out to me as I reflect back upon it as an experience.
I was a food delivery guy. I got good tips and bad tips. Who do you think was burned into my brain? The bad tippers. I was like, goddamn, you. I appreciate the good tips, but goddamn, evil sears you.
Yeah, we never treated the delivery people well. Like, my roommates, I used to have roommates that were really eccentric. They'd wait and see if the delivery guy was cute when he got out of the car, and then they'd go and grab ice cream and be like, thank you, do you want an ice cream sandwich? Pick an ice cream.
I would totally take ice cream sandwich. I'm like, fuck yeah. Thank you very much.
They never turned it down. They never do.
Yeah, no,
like, yes.
That kind of shit happens a lot when you're in delivery because people are always trying. Not everybody, but a lot of people, especially in like the Northeast, are trying to be quirky with the delivery guy. Like it's stupid, but like you'll get a lot of gimmick shit. You'll get a lot of like, especially when TikTok was invented. That was a thing.
That was before we had TikTok.
There'd be a phone in the background. I got attacked by a dog once, and the lady blamed me. That was that one. Oh boy, that one.
Yeah, because animals can sense things. You shouldn't have come up there with them vibes.
No. She blamed me for coming early.
What a scumbag.
She said.
Yeah.
I came with the food, and her door was like open. Her front door was wide open. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But I walked up the front steps and I rang the doorbell, and her dog comes running out the front door and just bites me. And she's like, why are you here? And I was like, you ordered food. Like, what?
Yeah, I can see him with his like frustrated ass face. You ordered food.
I couldn't believe that she was like upset with me for coming to her door with food when that's literally the thing she paid to have happen.
What an asshole.
Yeah, and yeah, there was the whole thing. We had to call a lawyer because like the dog like bit all the way down to my thing, and I had to go to the hospital. And she was like saying,
"Hey, your thing."
Like, it was on my arm. No, like my veins. Like, it bit through my skin.
Bit through your plumbus?
I had to go to the hospital and have stitches, and she was saying it was my fault. Like, it was all fucked up. And I'm like, I don't understand how anybody can claim it's the delivery guy's fault when all he did. Like, she had a ring cam. There was a video of me just walking up and ringing the doorbell. Like, how the fuck did I do anything wrong? Like, ridiculous. I'm
sure you got to see some really sloppy people, too. I thought those are really good stories.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by like drunk people? Yeah. Oh man.
No, I mean sloppy. And I know like
I've had people with their money and like with their wallets in their hand fall over face down in front of me. Jesus Christ.
I've never been that drunk.
Yeah. Oh man. Pizza.
I used to live that
delivery?
life, man. When I was in the army, that's all I ever did was drink.
Jeez.
But what do you mean by
like sloppy, like
slovenly?
No, like sloppy, like you walk up. I guess it's like only an accurate like the thing that I use to describe people, like the Walmart people.
Those, watch it, lady. I'm a Walmart slovenly person.
Like those, the people who like show up to the door and like they knew the delivery guy was coming and that half their boob is hanging out, or
it's
like
not even. It's worse than that. We had people come to the door. That would be a blessing. There were people who were so fucked up that they were like, we'd have to go and climb in their windows to get in, and like all the shit. This one lady was like, "Can you take out my garbage for me?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
What?
From inside her house, and my boss got mad at me because I said no. And I'm like, "That's not my job."
Right, pardon me, sir, but could you please close your house coat?
Bro, yeah, no, it was fucked up. Oh god, yeah, there was one dude.
I'm sorry, sir.
I can still see boxers, and it was weird. And I told my boss, like, I was like, I don't know if he's like gay or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit. But like, I'm not comfortable taking delivery. This is a human purposely answering the door in their undergarments. It makes me uncomfortable. That is, I'm allowed to.
Oh come on! If it was a chick standing there in her undergarments, you would have loved that.
Yes, of course,
shit.
Because I'm a straight man. But I'm not. I don't have to. I don't have to deal with that shit. I don't have to deal with that shit.
Come on, he's in his house. He was comfortable. He's probably laying on the couch.
We had a bunch of delivery guys, and I'm like, I don't know why every week you guys give me this fucking delivery to this guy's house. I don't fucking want it. And it's because all the other guys complained. They were like, oh, he comes to the door in his tidy white. It was tidy whities. So weird. And I didn't want to do it either. My boss was like mad at me, and I was like, I always fight with him about that shit because I'm like, dude, why you keep giving me deliveries that no one else will take because I'll do it because I usually don't give a shit. I give a shit. I give a shit at that point when they're that weird. That guy was weird.
I just told him like, why don't you just be like, dude,
God forbid I said something.
On.
God forbid I said something to the customer. My boss was a fucking jackass. I was never in a situation. There was one time a dude put hands on me and I had to defend myself, and like we almost called. I was like about to call the police because like he fucking was. All right, let me explain this. This is exactly what happened. This guy was working in a security booth outside of a like warehouse at night or some shit. Ordered food for delivery. I go there, and his total was like $17.50. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly the amount. And he hands me like $17, right? So there's a 50-cent tip. I don't say anything. I'm just like, whatever. And he goes, "You're gonna say thank you?" I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, "Oh, I wanted to throw you a couple bucks." And I said to him, "Well, sir, your total was actually only 50 cents more than what you handed me." And he's like, "Oh, you got a fucking problem? You got a that's it right off the bat like that. You got a fucking problem?" He threw his food on the ground and just got into my face and then put both his hands on my chest and shoved me backwards. And I was like, "You better you better fuck off right now. Like I'm about to beat the shit out of you, dude. Like, I don't care who you are. I understand, like, you have the security job, and I guess you're bored." I don't know what's happening. You know what I mean? But I was like not having it, and I just left. I like got in my car and drove off. I was like, fuck. I screamed out the window, fuck you. You know what I mean? I was pissed at the guy. I got
You
back
should have let
to
him hit you because I guarantee you it's on camera.
it was on camera too. This is something later. I talked with my girlfriend at the time about like we were gonna call the people who owned the place and tell them what happened because it was on camera. But anyway, I got back to my restaurant and my boss was like, "Go home, you're fucking done. Ooh, go home." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "That guy just called me, told me what you did." And I'm like, "Okay, you want to hear my fucking side of it, or you want to just listen to this jackass? Like you have no idea what happened. What did he tell you happened? You know what I mean?" And of course he's like, all lies, like all this bullshit about how I shoved him and I threw the food
on him.
that I threw the food at him out the car window, and I'm like, bro, you've known me for 8 years. Have I in our history have I ever done anything like that? Do you think I would do that? And my boss, I swear to God, the look on his face, he looks down and he goes, "Well, I guess not." And I'm like, it was not 3 months after that night I quit. Like seriously, I was like, fucking. I'm so glad I'm done with that job, bro. That was so. Oh my God, I can't even talk about it. My anxiety is like so fucking high right now. Oh my God.
Did you get like? Did you get into like a lot of like physical altercations at your job?
No,
at your jobs? Have you ever like?
In fact, that's probably the only one ever. Anytime anyone ever put hands on me or there was a physical problem, we had some weird situations in a restaurant where people would get all fucking crazy because there's crazy people in the world. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they just. There was a dude who got hit by a car. This is fucked up. This is not funny, but it's one of those situations where this is not funny, but like it's not funny, but it's funny. There was this dude who got hit by a car outside. We saw it happen. He got hit by this car. He was a common customer. His wife screams, "Ah!" Fucked up situation. He was fine, but he was never the same. Like, he was never the same. Like, every time he came in after that, he was always, like, really loud and, like, really weird. Like, not bad, but just, like, that car hitting that dude. Like, he hit his head in such a manner that cartoonishly changed that person. You know what I'm saying? It was weird.
So the moral of the story is
Don't get hit by look both ways, bro. He didn't.
Yeah.
He did not look both ways.
That's the saddest thing. That's like really sad.
We don't have shit like that in Canada. I mean, we don't have crazy people like that all over the
We're
place.
very densely. I'm in New Jersey, and it's
No, you guys just have
packed.
freaking crazy ass murderers who chop off people's heads and stick them in garbage cans outside of random hotels.
Are you talking about
Well,
the cat guy?
That happens.
I mean, I've watched a couple different documentaries of people being.
There's this
dismembered in Canada.
documentary on Netflix called "Don't Mess with Cats." I think it's called, and I think it's pertaining to what you're talking about. It's this guy who, like, on the internet, put videos of like him murdering kittens, and then it escalated from
Ew.
there to him like killing people, and people on the internet were able to solve who he was and shit by the videos. Like, internet sleuths did it before the cops could do it, and there's a documentary on Netflix called "Don't Mess with Cats." Check it out.
That's nasty.
Fucking crazy shit. The guy's a sick fuck, and but it's another one of those situations where, like, you look at a person, you're like, that's a sick fuck, but then there's other shit they do in their life, like day to day, not just the sick fuck shit, but like other shit that you're like, weird, man. What makes you do that stuff? I understand if you're a sick fuck, you want to murder kittens. I don't get why, but like I get that being sickness in you and that's what you want. Why is this other shit part of it? Like, why do you want to put on a dress? Why do you know what I mean? Like, why other weird stuff that I'm like, why is this part of your darkness? I never got. I don't understand a lot of that stuff.
I mean, it's just weird. Like,
Why can't someone just be
weird.
a murderer?
There's just some weird people in the world. Like,
It's never
always
a Dexter. It's never a Dexter.
like-
Hello.
really unfortunately got stuck with like
Hey.
freaking perverts at every job that I worked. I never had like, and it was always like weird stuff that they would do. That either was like either perverts or it was just like, you know, people you would see that you're just like, is that person okay? Like, should we be doing something about this?
Can I smell your hair?
No, it's funny that you say that because I'm not joking with you when I tell you like the first job I ever had, my boss walked up from behind me as I was taking an order and was like rubbing my ear, going, "I like ears, and your ears are so
What
cute."
the fuck, bro? Why do I
Yeah,
always hear
dude.
these horror stories from women?
That's
I
flattering.
Never... Oh, God.
I mean, like, maybe if it was from somebody that I was interested in, but like, I was just like, what? How am I supposed to respond to this? One, two, why are you touching me? Like, we don't even like. It was like
Yeah.
maybe my second time seeing this person at all.
What you're telling me is you got hired because you got nice ears.
Bro.
You walked in that interview, and he was like, "Look to the left.
Look at the ears
Look to the
on
right.
her.
Look to the left. Look to the right. Oh my God, you're hired."
Yeah.
I'll be there in a moment. I'm turning up. I'm turning in.
You're turning up.
Yes,
ears-
I'm turning up the ears. Yeah.
Yeah, the ears got him too.
Turn down for what?
I mean, there's that. Then there was like a woman who tried to like hook me up with her son, and her son, I don't know if he was like mentally, like he must have been like disabled or something like that. But like this woman went as far as to, when I left the first job, follow me to my new job and try to pawn her son off on me again.
That's crazy.
Like,
wow, that's crazy.
Outside
So
my...
did you date her son?
No, dude, I didn't date her son.
Well, you left that detail out of the story.
I thought it was implied.
Left her job. I left the job to avoid seeing this woman again, and she found me at my new job, like completely unrelated store. And
Isn't
was
it
like,
weird when you see someone at a new job from the when you see someone from your old job at your new job, and you're like, "What the fuck are you doing here? Get the fuck out of here!"
I mean, it would be
like
weird,
a customer.
but like, it wouldn't be weird if it was in a smaller city.
I mean, I don't live in a small
I don't have
city.
any stories like
Yeah.
this.
I'm a big urban.
I had like one job for 15 years, and now I'm out of it.
Nah, I worked a bunch of shit
Why?
jobs. But I was gonna say I had the outside the movie theater. There was this Asian lady who did the same shit. She would go up and down. She was this older Asian lady, and she would try and get young men to marry her daughter. It was
Nice.
so crazy. Like, we would just sit there, and she'd be like, "Oh, you look I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But she
kinda just did.
it was
you might as well just go with it.
You look like
Cat's out of the bag now, man.
it was spot on, like that accent. Like, I'm not trying to be racist. Like, it was that level
it's too
of.
late. It's out there. Just finish it.
Oh.
Entertain us, please.
my fiance is like thick Asian. Like
Yeah,
that,
so
right?
it was
Thick
like
Asian
that.
accent.
Just, just you get it. I'm not doing it. I'm streaming. I'm not doing it.
If it makes you feel better,
cannot
I
do
can't
it.
do it. Like I don't have the.
You can't do it?
I can't do the accent like that.
Huh.
Not really. You know what I mean?
I watched this comedian Thomas Middleditch who did a Asian accent that I would describe as non-offensive, which you might be like, how could you do that? He did it because it was so. I wish I could find a clip of it. I haven't been able to find it in years, but this Asian accent. He's a white, skinny kid. You've probably seen him before. He's been in movies and shit. You'd recognize him. But he does this amazing Asian accent. It's because he describes it. It's the Asian guy who used to work at the store, like down the street from him when he was a kid. Like, he's just impersonating this man, right? Who happened to be Asian. And I'm telling you, dude, if you heard this white kid, like if you saw him doing this accent, you'd be like, what the fuck? It's weird to hear him do a spot-on Asian accent, not racist. I try and do it all the time, but I can't do it. I cannot do it. Oh, you look handsome boy. You're such a handsome boy. It's like a lot of that. Big boy.
Oh shit.
Why you
The
call
only
here?
experience I have with like an Asian person was the lady who lived down the street from me. Well, no, I like went to school with a lot of Asian people, but the one that like really sticks with me is the lady who lived down the street from my parents' house, and she like freaked out because my sisters were like, "Oh, since you don't have air conditioning, why don't you just open the windows?" And she scarred them because they came running to me and they were like, she said that she can't open the windows in the house because a big bird will carry her baby away.
What?
It's just like,
what?
Like, I don't know, I guess it was some belief or something that she had from her hometown, but like she was like, no, we absolutely cannot open the windows because, you know, my infant child might be stolen.
Isn't it weird when you hear like some weird shit that someone has believed since, like, have you ever been with someone who found something out from their childhood that they were thinking and they found out they were wrong? You know what I mean? Have you ever had that? I've had this on multiple occasions where someone's like, wait, what? What do you mean you... And there's one online, and this is a good one. The guy's like, what do you mean you don't catch the poop when you shit? And everyone in the room's like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
What do you... Yeah, they're like, what are you talking about? He's like, when you shit, you don't catch the poop? And everyone's like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, you telling me... When you, I'll post the video in the thing later, but I swear to God, the guy's like, you're telling me when you sit down in the toilet, you don't take the toilet paper and put your hand under your ass and then catch the poop as it comes out. And everyone's like, no, what the fuck are you talking about?
No,
And I live for that moment. I live for that. If I'm a vampire, that is what gives me sustenance. Is someone finding out they've been doing something wrong their entire life. And the weirder it is, the better. That one is my creme de la creme. The guy who didn't know how to poop. Come on. How do you not know how to poop? How do you not know how to poop?
I thought you were gonna, like, when you started talking about poop, like, I thought you were gonna talk about, like, oh, what do you mean your knees are supposed to be above your waist or some shit like that?
This motherfucker caught the
Shit
poop.
as it fell out. That's disgusting.
This was on a like radio morning podcast thing, like when
Bro,
when they're talking about it, and he's sitting in a room with a bunch of people. It's so great. He's like looking around. He's like, "What do you? Wait." It's so good. Let me find the video. I gotta find that video right now. Hold on.
I'm not watching it. That's sick. Oh my god.
It's just him talking about it.
I don't want to hear anymore. Like, okay, so you're
It's
enjoying
funny.
the fact that his world, like, was kind of like he's like
It's
realizing
not-
his perception of the world
It's
is
not
like all
just
fucked
him.
up.
It's everybody else
It's the
that's
thing.
there.
No, I know, not just him, but like what I'm telling you is like imagine the person who like has lived with him or whatever and didn't know he was doing this, and they're like, oh, that's why we go through so much toilet paper. Like, and then now their world is
my
fucked.
God.
because
Yeah,
that
the
person was fucked up.
second hand accounts.
Like, oh, that explains why we never have any toilet paper and why he takes so long to use the restroom.
I found it. Post player. Hold on, I just want to copy the link. Thank you very much. I'm gonna post this. Oh my god, I'm gonna post this
You know what? Actually, I had a moment like that.
in media.
I
I'll
actually
post
had a
it-
moment like that.
I'll post this in media.
Put it in media. That's probably.
I was
the
gonna
best.
put it in memes, but it's a bit much. All right, anybody on my stream, you're about to hear the audio. I don't usually do this, but just listen to this. It's crazy.
And a tissue.
You touch shit every single day if you shit. Like, you don't wipe yourself? They got shit in the tissue when you wipe yourself.
You don't know how to
Shit
get
is in
the.
there.
Are you seriously
Why
like
are you
watching
touching
your
the
video?
shit? The tissue is for the shit.
That's what I'm saying. You grab shit all
No,
the time.
no,
with the
you're
tissue.
not saying that. You don't. Yeah, you
You're not
wipe.
wiping, you grab the shit.
You don't grab. Why are you grabbing
Hold
shit?
on, hold on.
Do you got
So
shit
you
on
telling me-
your ass while
Hold
you're
on, hold
taking?
on. So you telling me that y'all just let the doodle fall in the toilet? Y'all don't catch it every time?
Y'all don't catch it every
I'm
time.
about to leave, bro.
How do y'all take a shit?
How do y'all take a shit? He goes.
I must have seen this shit wrong.
My
I've been catching
nigga.
my shit all these years.
Nah, I'm more disgusted than like I feel like I can't continue.
What are you talking about?
My stomach
So
is
hold on,
turning.
so y'all just sit there and shit right, come right out. No way.
What happens
No
if
way.
you got the runs or something like that?
Yo.
What do you do then?
That shit, you wash your hands. Why do you think people wash their hands?
Oh, that's
No!
disgusting.
You shit in your
God,
hand, bro?
stop!
What
Oh my
tissue?
god, stop! No!
This is worse than I thought.
No.
Like I thought it was some other shit.
No.
Like, but this is
So
some
you tell me I
shitty shit.
just sit
No,
there and
I'm
just
not-
let it
no,
fucking
I'm
shit
done.
in the toilet?
And I love
Where's
that
your
I love that
ego,
he's like,
dumbass?
so you just sit there and let it
that's
fall?
peas.
Yes,
I don't know. I just
Dude,
let shit in
what
the
the-
tissue.
So you throw the shit in the garbage instead of let it flush
Oh
down the
my
toilet.
God.
I fucking do it. I just throw it right in the toilet.
This nigga
That
garbage
is
stink
so
like a motherfucker.
wrong.
That nigga shit in the
sick.
tissue and put the shit in the garbage like he a dog.
I don't put the shit in the toilet. I mean, I'll put it in the
You
toilet.
don't put it
I'm
in the
crying
toilet.
right now. Like,
I don't put it in the garbage.
Oh
I
my
put it
God.
into the, I put it in the toilet though.
Yeah, how you pick up your own poop off the
You know,
curb?
that's super
Like,
nasty.
that's
You
you
know,
really
he
a
talks
dog.
about like he puts the shit in the garbage, but here's the thing that
y'all should
kills
try
me.
that
Like,
then.
there are
I'ma get
people
you
who
a
actually
Pooper scooper.
maybe they don't like
That's a little
catch
easier
it
for
like
you.
he does, like,
I can't believe you're
but
so
they'll like
disgusting.
wipe and
Yeah,
then they'll
actually,
put the
Stephanie, this
the
nigga is
stuff
the
that they
most
used to wipe
nasty,
in
disgusting-
the garbage.
yo, let's
next
talk
to
about.
the toilet.
Literal.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. This exact thing happened to me. I had
Like,
a room.
why?
I had
Why
a.
do that?
I will explain. Because this exact thing happened to me. So, let's raise sales. Because I need to chill on an island while I tell this story. I can't. Okay, so I had a roommate. It was me and this one guy living in this apartment. He started dating one of my work coworkers. She happened to be Spanish, and that does have bearing on the story. As I look into the camera, race. Okay, so one time go into the bathroom, and there are a bunch of shit-covered toilet paper.
Oh God.
In the garbage. And you know me, I
Oh my God.
overreact.
Of course.
Yeah, so I go off, I'm running out of the bathroom. What is happening? What is happening in the world? Like I'm, like what? It can't be that there's shit on the toilet paper. So they weren't home, but I was with my friends were over. They weren't home. My roommate and his
Oh my
girlfriend.
God.
I'm crying right now from the last story still. But, whew. So my friends are there, and like someone who knows her was there, and they're like, "Oh, well, she is from."
Oh my God.
I don't want to say this shit because like this. I'm not saying this is what I believe. I'm saying this is what someone when
Just
presented.
don't say exactly where she's from. Just be like she was from, this area.
She was from a Spanish country that is supposed to be. I don't remember if it was PR or I don't remember if it was Puerto Rico or Costa Rica. I don't remember which, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter. But it was explained to me that people from countries like that, sometimes their plumbing is like not designed the way American plumbing is designed, and that they have to, in that country, put the toilet paper into the garbage because if they try and flush it down, it'll clog up the system.
Okay,
To
she
which-
has an excuse.
She blatantly, like this. I just want to finish this right here real quick. This is what was said to me, and my response was, "This is America." And I went off on how like that's so fucking disgusting. I don't give a shit. Like what the fuck? This is like no way is this acceptable. Like, and the reason I found out is because I smelt it. Like I fucking walked by the bathroom and was like, the fuck? Why do I smell shit like so severely coming out of the bathroom? You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Like I understand sometimes people poop, but we were the only people there and no one had been in there for like an hour. And oh man. Shit. I might have to go. Spoopy. That's a bummer. Yeah,
What?
I gotta go.
Alright.
I'm sorry. I have to remember that phone call that was supposed to take place earlier and I thought was not happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Oh, cool.
I might pop back in later, but yeah, I gotta end my stream and everything. Sorry, everybody. I feel bad.
No, you're good. I have to go to bed anyway. Gotta get up early.
Shit. That's a bummer and a half. Well, we had a good time talking about shit tickets, and this is the weirdest stream of Sea of Thieves I've ever done. I'm gonna
Shortest
leave it.
voyage I've ever been on.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'll hit you guys up.
It's all good. I can't play tomorrow until like after midnight because I'm fucking at my
Oh yeah, your test,
fucking
dude.
exam 7 to 11, and then I have an hour drive back from the city.
Good luck
Oh,
with your
geez.
exam, man, and drive safe.
Yeah.
No worries. As long as the weather's good, I'm gonna make this exam my bitch.
You got
Nice.
this.
You got it.
Got it. Fuck it.
Okay, have a good one, guys.
All right, I'll catch you guys
Bye.
later. Oh, I feel so terrible. I'm so sorry, guys. A 30-minute Sea of Thieves stream. This is hilarious. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow the Lost Joker on Twitch and YouTube. Definitely tune in next time for more Sea of Thieves. I swear to God, we'll play.